Alright. It's do or die time. Hello, everybody. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you were afraid you'd be discovered as the murderer you are.
Listen to me!
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. Yes, if we jump to conclusions, we're all gonna die. Where we all reveal the details of Taga. Why? So they really are convinced I did it, but I didn't do it. Me and Saika, we both knew that all too well. But then, who is the killer? I have an idea, but I'm not gonna say anything right now. The one who murdered Saika. He's really one of us.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright. I could talk to everyone, but I'm pretty sure all of them are gonna stay. So let's just get this over with. Guess I have no choice but to get on the elevator.
Well then.
Let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
Are you scared? No, scared isn't quite right.
Makoto.
I said it before, but it's up to you to uncover the mysteries surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. You don't come to the truth of Saika's death. I don't need someone else to tell me to do that. You know, Saika's honor. I swear I'll find out who the real killer is. And I raise my voice to try and give myself courage. I turn trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. With every step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already in the elevator when I finally stepped on. Doors closed and the elevator started moving. The steel box descended with heavy clinking noise towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how a death row inmate feels when his time finally comes.
Oh!
Rather than that, is this not like a defendant waiting to receive his judgment? Obviously, averse to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered, oblivious to our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered further and further into the bowels of the school. You finally arrived! Ta-da! What do you think? Does it feel like a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right?
Shit.
Not even close.
Well now.
Okay. Everyone, find your assigned seats and sit down.
Yahoo!
Hurry up now, hurry up! There are no seats. A seat, whatever. It was arranged in a circle. It was set up so everyone could see everyone else. Which means it'll be easier for everyone to transfer their attention and endeavors. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. So the current on our first case has opened. a deadly judgment, a deadly discussion, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Yes, I would love to save. And go over. Why can't I go over? There we go. Let's look over all our evidence. So I got the Monokuma file. Get a struggle in my room. The sword sheath, the switch, toolkit, clean room, the glitter and the blood on her finger, the message in blood, the door not fitting, the broken door, our nameplates have been switched, knife missing, Asina's account, trash duty, the incinerator that was on, the bloody shirt, the crystal ball. All the evidence we have. What are skills? Oh yeah, there's the thing we got. Increases damage to an opponent's state when a statement is destroyed. I guess. I think that's the only thing we have. Alright. All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
Alright.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Yep.
Of course!
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Taka, how in the world? I'm just looking at his portrait picture on the side. Taka, that's not gonna work.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
What's up? Oh,
What's going on with those pictures?
yeah.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates?
Fumi, go to the corner.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Oh,
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
probably make the circle look better.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Alright. About to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. I have an idea of who it is. Ray, do you have any idea who might be the killer? You don't have to say who you think it is. Just, do you have an idea who might be? Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about anything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Nope. Alright, first non-stop debate is about to begin, which yes, I would, absolutely. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unravel what lies or contradictions bury within their statements. What this means is that you'll have to use your truth bullets to reflect what they say. Any truth bullets you've found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the mouse to aim and fire with the left mouse button. Pay close attention to each character's statement and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. Oh great, we're on a time limit. If you press the any escape key during these arguments, you will review the controls. Well then, good luck and have fun! Alright. Make your argument. We've got evidence of a struggle. Got it.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono!
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
Yep.
In the bathroom.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Oh, I think I was too slow. Let me go off what Woke just said. Sayaka couldn't resist, and oh yeah. This is your first debate. We'll like to take a quick sidebar. If you are unable to spot and reflect someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within the group of statements, some words will appear in different colors. Yeah, I tried to shoot it, but I found that as well. That represents a potential hole in the person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots will reveal important throughout, though not always. Okay. Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak points. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward through arguments by holding the control down. Well, good luck and have fun.
I assert that the one...
No, I was hoping there was a way to...
Yeah, and the
make
murder
this go
took
faster.
In the bathroom. So it seemed
The killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No, that's wrong.
Objection! Wrong game.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Did you even go into my room?
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
I like how all this is voice acted.
A struggle? Between who and who?
The victim and the murderer.
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
Yep.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
Nope.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Hey, she was in the gym.
Sorry.
Don't be rude.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
The knife.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what the killer used to kill Sayaka. Knife.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon!
So the killer used some random knife they...
Nope.
No, that's wrong. No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
Yup.
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach. And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Excuse you.
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Way more.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Thank you, Kyoko.
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I think it will.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know I'm not the killer. There's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear? Absolutely. You can concentrate by holding down the space key. While you're concentrating, time will slow down, so okay, that's good. So you can pay closer attention to what's everyone's saying. On top of that, you can steady your aim, make it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating is like this, consumes the focus gauge. If the focus gauge empties, you can't concentrate. The focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Then, good luck and have fun. Okay, yeah. Kina's account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
Nope.
You did it in secret, when nobody was in the dining room.
No, that's wrong.
Break.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
I have proof.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
What do you mean?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, when I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back into the kitchen to wash my glass, I mean, she didn't say she didn't see anyone either. Like, someone could have slipped past her, or had to, because get the knife. Well, the knives were gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
Oh, good.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall. But I wasn't there the entire time.
Then who did it?
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together, and lying to protect each other?
Okay, you can say that without insulting her.
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
Oh, that's a good question.
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Ah.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
So there's really no point in working together.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Yeah, to be fair, we didn't know about that till now.
But what if they did work together, and they just didn't know about the rule?
Yeah.
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Oh, I thank you, Monokuma. That's very helpful.
Oops! Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
That's what I want to know.
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
Oh, they have a point.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
Oh, that's true.
I can.
You can?
That's right! Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Why didn't you say that earlier?
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because,
Good
well...
luck.
Just spit it out already.
Yeah, what's going on?
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Oh, that makes sense.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
That's okay.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
Sure, and since Monokuma said there was no accomplice, and most likely isn't lying, that rules those two out.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Nope. Just say you have to stay in a dorm room.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Which is how me and Saiko were able to switch rooms.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is not whatsoever.
It is a problem! A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome!
Taka, you did not just say that.
But I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry!
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
And that would be...
Oh, yeah, that's true! One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Who?
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
That's what I want to know, actually. Why didn't you tell me or any of us?
Well, because they're not here anymore.
So either Sayaka or Junko? What if it was Junko? Oh no. How would that work? If it ended up being Junko? Like, do we just have to prove that it was her? I mean, if we get it wrong, then we all just die and no one gets out. I honestly wouldn't put it past Monokuma. Wouldn't at all. They're not here anymore? Are they talking about...
Sayaka.
Oh, it was Sayaka.
She's the one who came to the
Wait,
dining
why?
hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was Sayaka. It was Monokuma! I want to say this, but the little health bar makes me think I might lose health, so...
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
If I had to guess, probably self-defense.
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
That would be my guess.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
It's probably what happened with what broke her wrist. The killer was... Didn't the killer bring their own weapon? Or were they just gonna try and, like, just attack her with bare hands? I mean, if it was one of the guys or anyone who was bigger than her, they probably thought they could get her with just bare hands.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
Oh, great. Right. That just makes it go back to me. No!
See? He did do it after all!
No!
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
No, I was trying to prove my innocence. If I don't do something, they'll all blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Once again, thank you, Kyoko.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering.
The scratches on the sheep, the sword, sheep. I can't say the word. No, I don't know what it is. I've said it before, but tonight apparently I can't say sheep.
And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
The fact that there was no hair anywhere?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there.
Hair.
You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first hangman's gambit is about to begin. Would you? Absolutely, I would. As things advance further in the case, the hangman gambits will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduct the phrase from the letter. Oh no! Is this spelling? I'm terrible at spelling. Flying around. Alright. Complete the phrase by shooting the letters in the right. Oh no, it is spelling. Use the mouse to aim and the right mouse button to shoot. Okay. If you shoot down the right letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If your influence gauge reaches 0 or you run out of time, you'll fail. Well then, good luck and have fun! Something that should have been there, but wasn't. Well, good thing I know how to spell hair. You can't figure it out. Alright. Oh, hey! Oh, oh. Hair!
Now I understand.
Thank you for giving me some of the letters, game. It's probably because this is the first trial.
There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes, and if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Good point.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Then why wouldn't I move her body back to her room or somewhere else if I wanted that to be the case?
That makes sense, does it not?
Not at all, no.
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
See?
Ha ha ha! Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Okay, anyone who has the same hair color as me is good.
Precisely. It's
Wait, we
simply
all have
beyond
weird
reason to believe that the room's
Oh, no.
owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
Yes, I've been telling you since the beginning.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
Probably not.
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
I would like to too, even though I already know he's not the culprit. I'd like to know the reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
The pink blood, or the message, or the broken door?
Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yep.
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Yup.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any
Door.
trouble with it?
Yeah, that's probably it.
What do you mean?
The door was broken.
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom.
Yep.
There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yep. Killer started in the bathroom. The evidence proves that. The broken door.
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob to the bathroom, Hero.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Hey.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Why would I need to? Like, first of all, the boys' bathroom don't have locks. And I knew how to get into my own bathroom.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but this is the key point here. There's a little bit more to learn about Hansa. Yes, absolutely. From here on out, the number of weak points will start going up. Oh joy. But no matter how many weak points, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in the debate. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak points you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they say, but you also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You'll only have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak point is actually a lie or contradiction. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Door frame!
The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
That's correct.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
That's what I think it is. I'm gonna
And
go
finally,
through all the other ones
the
just to be
culprit
sure.
had Sayaka cornered.
The To finish the job, they stabbed her with the kitchen knife.
It was you, wasn't it, Makoto? Admit it. We already know the answer.
Okay, so it's definitely gonna be the locked one. Because my door doesn't have a lock.
The incident took place in the
Sayaka was first, she then fled into the...
Then the killer ran, and they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
It's wrong!
No, that's wrong.
You got that wrong!
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yep.
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it's broken. Because Monokuma apparently didn't have enough money or time or care to make sure all the doors worked properly.
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yep.
Yep, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door...
You've already said this before, Monokuma.
That's not lucky at all.
Yes, we all know.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck.
Yep.
But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Why would they think it would be locked?
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
I should just not stop talking because they just say whatever.
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
All the switch door plates.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
Yeah, they thought it was Sayaka's room. Which also proves that it wasn't me. In other words, the important detail about the scene, the crime that it took place, that it was my room, not hers.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable!
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Every time I hear that word, I just think of the Princess Bride.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms. Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through!
So, Monokuma, did you switch our door nameplates because we switched rooms? I feel like that'd be something you'd do.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Which means I didn't do it.
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Exactly.
That is a definite possibility.
It hurts you to admit I'm right, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Byakuya?
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Which would be everyone but me, Sayaka, and Monokuma, because he probably watched it over the cameras.
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Ha! That's what I've been trying to tell you!
Okay, then who did do it?
Well, we can vote off me, Hina, and Sakura. Afumi as well, because he had the key and there wouldn't be a mess of evidence outside the incinerator.
I'm sorry, but I give up! Quit without saving!
No, you never do that. Afumi, no.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
We all die?
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules!
No, that's a terrible idea, Taka. First the hand, and now these are terrible ideas.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Does no one have any other thoughts
sorry,
or
Hero.
questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
What's up?
Oh, you.
Hey! Don't be mean.
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
I love when she's angry, her hair turns into spikes.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
It's a very good question, Hina.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
Wouldn't make sense, because it was right after nighttime, and with how scared she was.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Also, the killer would have seen that it was the door for Makoto, because it has my name on it. So they would have immediately realized that it was for Makoto's room and not Sayaka's, and would have gone to, with the nameplate switched, would have gone to the one that said Makoto instead of the one that said Sayaka.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
That is a possibility.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
And we're just trusting the bear on this?
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
I mean, she said she wouldn't.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Can I put you in a corner or something?
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she asked me to do something in particular because she was so frightened. The answer is... the room switching, right? Where is it? I think oh, there we go. Yeah.
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
I mean, that's probably why she grabbed the knife as well. Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh?
Hmm?
Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Look at what? Oh. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplate to make sure you got you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Oh, that's full on detective stuff there.
And these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Yep.
When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Makoto, I looked at that and you said it wasn't evidence.
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Mondo looks really mad right now.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
Well, since it's signed by Sayaka, I would assume it's her.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
Nope.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Yup. Then that note... Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Why not?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes, that's why we asked.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Alright, Miss Vampire, what do you got? Oh, get the nameplates. Mondo, calm down.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yes.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
This kind of means that Monokuma did it.
It certainly would seem that way.
Didn't switch the plates, it would have been.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, it specifically says,
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly.
The room that Makoto...
No!
Objection!
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Yup.
They got switched?
Yup.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Nope.
Right?
Okay, then who did it?
There's only real two, well, we're ruling out Monokuma, there's only literally one option. The only person who could have switched the nameplates. The only other person who knew we switched rooms.
I got it!
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Yep. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates, make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
I can think of one reason.
To understand that,
Mondo, calm down.
we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Well, yes.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot!
Burst language. Second, I feel bad for Taka. He has to stand next to 2 picture frames and not actual people.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
Yep.
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Considering all the slash marks everywhere and the gold on her wrist, most likely.
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka told me to take it for self-defense.
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yep.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Got the gold stuff around it. Could I possibly have known that broke? Is it this one? Or is it the actual wrist itself? We will do the wrist.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear.
Yeah. Because, I mean, just showing the sword, the golden, isn't exactly going to show that they broke her wrist.
Right there where her wrist is all swollen. There's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you.
Yep.
And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword! Right there on her wrist!
Mm-hmm.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
Alright, everyone raise up their hands. Who has a golden hand?
Alright, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
What happened in my room? What led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. It's a little bit more to learn about non-stop debate. Absolutely. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Sure. Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your... Oh, great. But like with the weak spots, only one of these bullets can actually words proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullet with the right weak spot to each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. Yep. By pressing Q, you can rotate the cursor. Q, got it. Press and release Q to circle through each bullet. Or you could just use the mouse wheel. By the way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded. Okay, I think it is set to kind. For our purpose, this time the difficulty will be no. Well, good luck. Don't change my difficulty of the game. Alright, let's see. We got.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
Wait, hold on.
And
How
they
could she
killed
take
her
it with a
with
broken wrist?
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword really did attack first. Then there's no explanation for certain. Oh wait, hold on. I know.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
This is the one I. Hey.
No, that's wrong.
I think. Hey. There was cuts all over it.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Also, they broke her wrist with the first attack. She couldn't exactly grab the knife. Well, she could have used her other hand, but then how did the killer get the knife?
Huh? Why not?
Because the sword's sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
I mean, I can't see anything with that texture, but I'll take your word for it, Makoto.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Yeah, normally.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
I mean, you could use it to attack someone. I mean, if it's heavy, it'd be better to attack with.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
True.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it! So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
Is that really what happened?
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
The logic isn't logicking with that.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Her hands. Her palms. We made note that they were clean.
I got it! You're
So
talking about her palms, right?
So unless she decided to wash her hands after she locked herself in the bathroom with a broken wrist, and as somebody who has, I've never broken my wrist, but I've broken a bone. I think it's like the smallest bone in your elbow. And yeah, if you're not used to having a broken limb, or if you have really bad pain tolerance, you're not washing your hands with a broken wrist.
The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle.
Yep.
It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
With a broken wrist, no.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Oh, and also, I think water's turned off at night too.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
I said nothing of the sort.
No, that's not it at all.
There is a way they... Yeah, there's no water and also, you know, broken wrist. He's afraid of water? Water could remove it? Well, that's not true, because then we could just have someone show their hands.
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Wait, what? Coco, we've been here for like 5 days.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
I'm pretty sure it's an insult.
An insult, obviously.
So anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The only one who could have damaged the Steve...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Yep.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Yep.
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Feeling you figured this out a while ago, Kyoko.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Oh.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
Man, that's gotta twist the knife in harder.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky?
It could be.
For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
And yet when he told you that in the very beginning, none of you believed him. Why would anyone believe? And she would have been alive at this point. Who are you going to believe? The guy who has a corpse in his room? Or the girl who doesn't?
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Poor Makoto.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. or a national superstar? Who are you more likely to believe?
And also at the end of the day, if her plan had gone through, she would have probably switched all the nameplates. She probably switched the nameplates back. And probably would have met up with Makoto early in the morning to get the keys back. At the end of the day, it would be her words versus Makoto's. And like Toko just said, you're probably more likely to believe the famous person, sadly over the nun.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
It's looking like it.
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired.
Yep.
She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Yep.
Just hold on! That can't be true!
I'm sorry, Makoto.
Because...
I'm so sorry.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument!
You shush.
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it!
Monokuma, shush your face.
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Hey, I've been keeping track of the timer in the corner. I still have time.
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Yes, Hero, yes we do.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Okay, we can focus on the heartbreaking betrayal you faced by the girl you had feelings for afterwards.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
If we just gotta push that trauma down for a little bit, we'll deal with it after. I promise. But right now, we gotta focus on not dying. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, I mean, there is still the numbers. Dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
We got one clue.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Then again, that could be completely unrelated. Doubtful.
If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Alright.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Objection!
No, that's wrong. There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Dining? Wait, what did you say?
No, dying, not dining. We're not eating anything.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember?
Yep.
11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
We add it all together. No, that won't go through.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I mean, most likely with the way it's hidden behind her and the blood on her finger. Left index finger.
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Oh, and if she was right-handed, that must have been hard to write, too. Also behind her.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
What could those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Too bad we don't have the ultimate mathematician.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Hmm? What'd you say earlier, Ray?
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just, look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Yeah, you can kind of see something in between.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but... Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Language.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
Corner, now.
But even if that really is an N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Oh, it does. It's no use, I just don't... Come on, Makoto! You can figure it out.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something?
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Yup.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Just turn it around. You'll see, Hina.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message revealed the killer's name. You turn her message 180 degrees. Becomes crystal clear. Oh. Why, hello there, Leon Kawada.
Here's my answer. The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What? What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Oh, yeah. The person who died just randomly chose your name out of nowhere to write behind her in her dying breath. Yes, that's definitely it.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
Not just look like.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it.
Mm-hmm.
In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Yep.
And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
Not really.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Oh?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
I mean, I know some evidence. How do you know about the evidence? Unless you went in there with Hifumi later. Should be... There we go.
I got it!
He is wearing a white shirt.
You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them.
I mean, that makes sense.
And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, They threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
True.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
Am I gonna give us the exact same outfit multiple times? What? How and what?
You're right.
But
That
using
alone
logic.
isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
Hold on. Quick. Sound. Die. There's a button. Okay. The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. When it was... How it was... This one?
I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either.
How exactly do you know about that, Leon? Because I didn't know about it till just now. I mean, I went in there, but I didn't really look at anything.
You need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Nope.
Interesting.
Boom, he just accused you. No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being on cleaning duty. And that is exactly what I need to prove Leon is a real killer. We got... Yep. Crystal ball.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh? Me? No!
Relax, Asumi. I know it's not you.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty.
So the only one who could... The person in charge of the...
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator.
No, that's wrong. Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Yup.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
And that also means Hero could have done it, since he also wears a white button-up shirt and has the ball, but...
But how would you use it?
Oh, right, throwing it. He's the ultimate baseball star. Throwing it.
I got it!
Divine with it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
Would have been a piece of cake for the ultimate baseball star.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Someone turned the incinerator on? Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy!
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge
Was it fairy godparents?
was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they'd gotten the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room.
That's true, like, they would have cleaned up the glass, and also the torn shirt wouldn't have been on the floor. They would have made sure that was destroyed too.
The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right?
And how far is the pitcher's mound to the home base?
The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Really?
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
Killer is the ultimate baseball star.
I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
No.
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
Language.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
That means put an end to this.
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end, the closing argument. In this phase, you'll have a complete summary of the case. You'll have to the flow of elements of the case in the form of comment. Ooh! However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are some number of pieces missing, so it's like a puzzle. It's up to you to come up to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at the missing section and press the left mouse button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to the breakthrough. Well, good luck and have fun! Begin! Oh. Let's see. This goes there. Oh, this is them throwing it in? I'm guessing we're gonna get... Oh, there are more. Okay, good. Okay, so the first one will be them going into... my Sayaka's room. And then be him just there or there. I think this one goes there. That would mean this one would go there. And no, it's the same one there, so it's probably... guess this one? Okay, so then... in the room... I think it's in, so it would have to be this one. Gets in there. I guess it'll have to be this one. When that happens, then we get to clean in the room. And where was... oh, look, it so they must keep like a...
Here's exactly what happened.
Make it more difficult.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Alright, that was the only one.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood. Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area.
Yeah, with their red hair, that'll definitely stick out.
They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there. Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hiro's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life. Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief.
That's not a sigh, Makoto, that's a hee-hee.
But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon? It would appear that Hiro simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
Oh, I would have made that shirt very, very pink.
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
Okay, calm down. What exactly are you objecting to?
I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories! You need evidence! Where's the evidence?
All what we just said?
Without evidence, it's all bullshit! It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it!
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
What would that be?
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
I am? I have the evidence? I'm not the only one confused. Your first bullet time battle is about to begin, would you? Yes. Oh no, is this a rhythm game? No! That wasn't bad at the spelling game. Sometimes during class time, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you'll engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB-BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time. No, I'm terrible at rhythm games. Match your button press with the template marker as. Hold on. My battery's slowly dying on my headphones. Okay, so we hit the right mouse button to lock on to the opponent's statement. Then to destroy the statement you've locked on with the left marker. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you cannot pull it off, you're the one in pain. Oh, great. To do this consistently and you'll start a combo. Keep it up and keep this going and you'll end it with a tune-up. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tone down section. When the tempo changes, so does the timing for the hit buttons. Watch out for that. Deal enough damage to your opponent, their weak spot statement will appear. That moment, you can press the left button to shoot the truth bullet at like any other statement. Refute their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But, like before, if you influence gauge reaches 0, or you run out of time and fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Oh, I'm not going to have fun.
When the killer removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it.
I hate rhythm games.
Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I don't hate them, I'm just terrible at them. They use something of their own to remove this child. Toolbox, right.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid.
If your only argument is to, if your only refute to an argument is to insult the other person, you've already lost.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
To show independent evidence that Leon is the killer, let's figure it out. Alright, here we go.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lie. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I'm just gonna go back and forth between
Not
the two buttons.
Stupid. You lie. Shut up. Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid.
I'm not even, okay. I wasn't even looking up
Where's your
at...
proof?
This should prove it.
I was focusing on the bottom screen. Thankfully, I'm on the kind difficult.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed.
Yup.
I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
And we know they didn't use mine because it wasn't opened, and also they believe they were in Sayaka's room, and Sayaka didn't have a toolkit.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
And that must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Yup.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Leon, this is not helping you.
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
Yeah, and didn't Mondo say something about, them not, like they just talked about it the other day that none of them used it?
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Yep.
Stupid. Stupid.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Nope.
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Hey, 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 hey! All A's! Yay! Oh, monies! You can shut up now.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes?
I guess.
You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Yep.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Shush, and you'll find out. Ooh, we found guilty. Oh. Guilty! Looks like you're right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one who killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But...
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
What is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
Yes, you did. It's kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
Why I had to kill her first.
None of you are any different!
None of you are any different. One wrong step, and you'll be the one standing here. It was completely chance I ended up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all. Hey! Come on!
Come on, you expect me to just accept my death? Things becomes clear. Decision was made. The decision was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we were wrong. Because what we came up with is really the truth. And the truth is, Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. Or wrong mastermind. It's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video actually had something to do with me, I couldn't even imagine. Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. The one thing that was most important to her than anything else, her dream, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. To Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. And that's why Sayaka were the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask what she's thinking. Once you're dead, that's it.
Oh boy, the entertainment industry must sure be... The entertainment district must be terrifying, huh? Entertainment... I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
She seems so kind and loving on the outside, but inside, she dissolved into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew!
I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? compassion, love, those strong feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop messing with it. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that? All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, and minute-friendly, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
I was angry. As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Ugh.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
That was a close one. I thought for sure we were going to have you were going to give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will retrieve his punishment.
Punishment?
Yep.
You mean execution?
Uh-huh.
Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. There is always a choice, Leon.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. I was protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was... Okay, in the beginning, yes, that was definitely self-defense. But then she locked herself in the bathroom. You could have walked away. You could have ran to your room and locked the door. You could have ran out and told us all what happened in the morning. And she would have she could just say you attacked her. But still, you chose to go get your screwdriver and go open that door.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your own...
Yep.
After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had a number of chances to stop that what you were doing. But you chose not to. This is not because you had an unclouded interest to commit murder?
So, that's
No,
why...
that's not it! Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh,
are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? You killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him.
Huh?
What?
If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us all in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Oh. Did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more other than the unwilling sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that predicted war all over predicted war all over the that kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyways, more importantly...
Thrills, chills, kills!
Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's waiting for! The punishment!
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on
No more begging!
now.
No more excuses! You must pay the penalty of breaking the rules! Society demands it!
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment!
For Leon Kawada, the ultimate baseball star!
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
No!
Uh-oh. Oh no. 1,000 blows. Oof. What we just saw. The true face of despair. I mean, we can't call it that. What else can we call it?
Extreme!
Oh, extreme! Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control! What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it.
Well?
Well, hey, you don't like it. All you gotta do is cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. That's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Why are you doing all of this evil to us?
What the heck?
Evil? What? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, dark, secret, awful, secret society type bear.
Well,
Why are you putting so much? Why are you putting an upstanding citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a nail on a scale. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm trying to say fit together.
Shit.
Don't know who you are, but I'm going to beat you into the ground.
You must really hate me to be so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened, because more than one of you decided they want to get out of here, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you've learned all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't the outside world... isn't it so wonderful how we all live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey.
I feel like something much deeper meaning behind in the darts and words. I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills! Chills!
Anyways,
kills!
let's get the blackened punishment. That's what everyone's been waiting for after all.
Hey.
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to? It's not us.
Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some fun for later.
And there he goes. And just like that, he's gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by the nightmare turned reality. Even after he's gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We're all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one ever tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it wasn't that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered in my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trial started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave a dying message proves that. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left the message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure if she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitant attempt at failure. Words. It's almost iconic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the death of your friends, Sayaka, Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memory with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the harder road? Well, I've high expectations for you. She said that. She revealed a small smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? I mean, it's kind of obvious. Oh well. Aww, Makoto. I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Aww. Chapter 1. To survive. End. We're down to 12. To be continued. Dun, dun, dun. You've received the despair bat as a present. Yes. I think I'm gonna... Can I hit... I think I can tab out. So I'm going to end it here for tonight. That went longer than I was... I'm thinking I might have to, next time, cut the investigation and the trial into 2 different streams. Because I did not intend to go to 4 hours tonight. But anyways, I hope everybody enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day, evening, whenever you watch this. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh wait, before I actually leave. With Dreamlight Valley, I'm hopefully planning on playing it on Wednesday. The crashing still is a problem, so we'll have to deal with that. And my only hope really is that they fix it next update. Again, alright, good night, Ray! But I am still planning to play, it's just I'm gonna have to deal with the crashing. Hopefully it's not too bad on Wednesday. Anyways, we will either... I'm thinking of either playing this again on Saturday or... I have some ideas. We'll figure it out by Saturday. Anyways, bye! I can have